Do you like racing? Do you like Shark Tales? Did you see the back of that? Travis wrote on it. I know.
Oh my gosh.
Travis was writing stuff on it.
Hi.
How we doing? It's Shark Tales.
With Andy.
Woo.
So we argued about how many pre's it is before the first night of Gold Cup. So tonight is pre-race or pre-show.
Yeah.
For Gold Cup. Sunday night. There's a moderate amount of campers here. I was surprised. I don't know if I don't remember them being here this early last year, or they were and I don't remember, or what.
Which is, I don't know. So usually it's Labor Day weekend. So people maybe
the weekend after Labor Day.
Right. So
Yeah.
maybe people are gone that weekend.
Yeah, they don't.
So then they start filtering in like a little later in the week or early in the week, whatever.
Oh,
But yeah,
I'm tired.
Show's
over.
You had a long day, right?
Oh man, racing's a lot of work. Let's just say that.
You just raced one time.
Yeah. Tony Hutton's watching. Tony, you ran third last night at Stockton. What the heck?
Tony Hutton
Come on,
ran third?
Tell us what happened.
In the pavement?
Yes, he ran it. He was in the Phelps 56.
That Delta 99 or whatever?
No, Delta's the micro track.
That's the
yeah, so
third
they were.
track?
No,
Okay.
you're right. You combined them. There's Delta, that's the micro track.
Okay.
And then there's Stockton 99. That's
Okay.
the pavement track. I've actually raced there. Actually,
You got third, huh?
yeah. Let's do something never done before.
You're texting him right now?
No, I'm gonna call him. Tony, I'm calling you right now.
It's past his bedtime, probably.
He's watching.
He's probably laying in bed, though.
Oh. Philippa's gonna be like, what the hell, man?
That's gonna be.
Oh, nope. There we go.
Not awkward at all. I wonder if he's gonna answer.
Let's see. Never, ever before done. Oh, I don't want to show his number.
How could I not answer?
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Well, you were right. I am in bed. I'm in Portland, Oregon, and I have a 5 o'clock call time tomorrow morning at work.
What the hell's going on?
Okay, so what are you doing in Portland, Oregon?
I'm doing a movie called Criminals with the guy from Sons of Anarchy, Charlie Hunnam.
Okay,
way.
so are you gonna do some stunt driving in a some type of fancy car or what?
I think so. It sounds like it could be kind of exciting tomorrow. A little bit of a chase scene with some fighting going on and some bank robbing and all that stuff. So yeah, something like that.
Amazing.
It's so cool.
So okay,
So cool.
we're gonna get back to your cool job, but let's back up to last night. You haven't raced in quite a while, have you?
Like 12 years.
Wow.
I believe you raced the
racing.
clone class. like,
Oh,
almost
you've been
every
racing the
week.
clone carts. That's true.
Oh yeah, I have to include that, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
you do.
You're right. Yes, I did. I did. That was just my little. Getting the rust off
Right.
portion of getting back into the seat. You know,
That's cool.
shaking the rust off. But yeah, it was a great time. And I'm going to do that some more. And it looks like we may do a little more of this pavement stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't really know if this was going to happen, and now it's happening. And it looks like there's somewhat of a schedule. So you know what? I'm going to have some fun, and
Oh yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
What is that division now? Because it used to be like Western States USACs, asphalt. Now what is it considered?
Yeah, they call it NCMA, which was actually around back in the day as well. And it's a carbureted class.
Okay.
They do allow 360s and some other variations, but there's some weight rules and things like that. I think that people are supposed to abide by. But yeah, so great car, great team, great to be back with those guys. It's been a long time, but you know what? Last night it felt like a decade never went by. It
Really?
was really cool.
That's awesome.
I've had so much fun.
Great to hear.
So how many cars were there last night? How many pavement sprint cars are still in Northern California?
Well, that's the problem is, you know, it fluctuates, right? And I think a lot of these guys have put wings on and kind of done some of this other stuff across the country. But there was only 9 cars there, so it's still trying to sort of get its grip and grow a little bit. But it's got potential. I mean, it's you know, like anything else, it's cyclical. So it may come back to life. Who knows, right? It's got to be affordable. It's got to make sense. It's got to be a regional thing that people can get to and make something convenient out of it. So you know the drill.
Yep. No, I remember when your dad got it really rocking and rolling in the mid to late 90s, and then there was about 25, 30 ballers that were running Western States asphalt sprint cars. And you were kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, yeah, back in the day, remember when Tony Stewart ran Altamont and we had B mains?
Yeah.
I think, I think Ken Pearson had 2 cars and Bob Scott had 2 cars and Finkenbinder had 2 cars and Consani had, I think, 3 cars. And I mean, it was a kind of a big deal back then. And I remember you, dabbling in it as well.
Yeah, but I always had a piece of shit. I brought a dirt car there, and we always sucked ass, and I hated it.
I know, but I give you so much credit for it, bud, because you made an effort out of it. I think you got rained out or something got canceled, and you guys put pavement tires on it.
Yeah.
It came out anyways.
Roseville.
I always admire you for doing that.
And you know, your dad was cool. He gave me my own hot lap session. We got there late, and everybody was giving us takeoff tires, and he gave me about 8 or 9 laps out there, and threw the checker and said, "You're good to go." So, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, good times.
Okay.
Well, I was watching your guys' show, and I just happened to pop on. I was getting ready to close my eyes, and I wanted to hear what you guys had to say, and I couldn't get past it because once I saw Becker's mustache, I said, God, I got to hear what these guys got to say.
Oh, he's got big plans for that mustache tonight, let me tell you. Right, Lisa?
That thing's going to be the talk of the town. I mean, I wouldn't let that guy out of the motorhome in Chico. You know what I mean? Good God.
He's going to be the prized possession of the campgrounds this weekend.
Oh, good God. Talk about Dirty Harry, man. Good Lord.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to ask you, back to your job, have you ever just fucked up and destroyed anything on the job?
I mean, there's mistakes, right? People have mistakes. There's things that don't go right. It's all supposed to be somewhat choreographed. Everybody's supposed to go in the right direction. But yeah, there's times when things get a little banged up a little bit. But, you know, no harm, no foul. A lot of times it sometimes works for the scene. And people are like, oh, wow, that looked great, you know. And you're like, oh, okay. So you just got to go with it. But, you know, there's times when, you know, when you're on the edge like that and everybody's trying to stay in sync and do the right thing and go to where they're supposed to go, shit happens, you know?
Yeah. At the end of Starsky and Hutch, yeah, they show the aftermath of them trying to.
It's almost like a blooper reel.
Do a 360 in the Gran Torino. That was a Gran Torino, right? Wasn't that their car?
Something like that.
Oh yeah.
And they knocked the whole front end off of it. Yeah.
The other car. Yep.
So. All right, buddy. Well, you're probably not going to go to sleep, but we're going to let you go, and you can go to sleep to our sweet whispers in your ear.
There you go. I'll catch up on the rest of the show tomorrow, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for calling. Always good, and wish you well this week, guys. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tony.
Bye.
Buddy. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Legend right there, man.
First ever time ever in the history of any cool podcast. So if you don't know who that was Tony Hunt. Jeannie and Tommy Hunt's son. He was a pretty damn good race car driver in his day, and he was like this close to going NASCAR racing, and things just didn't work out. And then he came back home and just started kicking everybody's ass on the asphalt, and did pretty well at the little Indy 500. Mm-hmm. And now he's a professional stuntman. He's like Lee Majors. Do you remember the Fall Guy?
Fall Guy?
Yeah.
Lee Majors?
That was his name, wasn't it? Lee Majors? Yeah. The Fall Guy. Well, that was his real name.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
And I think his grandson raced a sprint car. You remember the brown Chevy truck that would jump through the air? No. Oh, man, it was a great theme song. So anyways, Tony was the stunt driver for Ford versus Ferrari. God, I'm drawing a blank. Who was the star of that show?
Matt Damon and Christian Bale.
Yeah, he was Christian Bale's stunt driver. So, anyways.
So cool.
Okay, where were we before Tony rudely interrupted us?
Poor guy.
Oh, it's Gold Cup week.
Oh, that's right. We're at Gold Cup.
Yes.
Why else would I be in a motorhome on a Sunday night?
Yeah, and why'd you have such a long day? You raced last night.
Oh, yeah.
But then had to wash everything today.
Somebody should have offered to help you.
Because my crew guy had to go play golf instead of help the damn driver wash.
2 o'clock this afternoon.
There wasn't enough time. Took me 6 hours today.
Because you're all by your lonesome? If only you had a friend who offered to wash with you.
These knuckleheads wanted to go get to Chico early. We're going to go home and wash tonight. Last night.
Yeah. We were on our way to Auburn.
I know.
And then somebody said, I don't want to do it.
You guys kind of
Man,
talked me
I'm
into
tired.
it, and the more I
I
thought
ran
about
30 laps nonstop.
No, that's
35.
funny.
Oh,
Funny
yeah.
you bring that up. I told Candace on the drive home last night. I think that might be the most laps consecutively I've ever raced. Because I've done 30 lap main events nonstop, but we went 31 laps last night.
Before the first stop.
Yeah, we went 31 laps. So I don't think I've ever raced 31 laps in a row.
So I won a race in Santa Maria. It was NARC, Golden State, whatever. And it went nonstop, and it was hooked up, flat-footed, on like never lifted. I basically lap 13, rested my head on the headrest, and just like was holding on the whole time. Made a last lap pass on Andy Gregg.
Oh, is that when you ran over him?
I
Didn't you run over him?
I ran over
But you have
Andy
a thing
Gregg.
about that. I've never been able to do the headrest thing because I don't like the vibration. So there's been a
Yeah.
couple times where I'm like, okay, just relax, just lean over, and it's like, brrr. I'm like, never mind.
Sometimes I don't run Butler built seats, but sometimes I'll jump in somebody else's seat just because like I don't have
Not my
one
seat.
or whatever. I can't fit in his seat. He has no
He's too
hips.
fat.
He has no hips.
He's a fatso.
So, but anytime I'm in a Butler built seat, those pads are super big, and like I won't even be resting my head up, just going down the straightaway. Like, why am I bouncing off this thing?
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's just
there's
so
like
big.
4-inch pads. Yeah.
Yeah, I like my old shield.
So
Your crew chief's on there watching.
yeah, Cannon. God dang it. Yeah, Cannon. I work.
Why is he watching? He's
I
at
work-
a show right now.
And he
Oh,
kept
that's
texting me,
probably over.
"Oh, do this. Oh, do that.
Today?
Bring yes." He's like,
For
"Yeah."
washing?
He goes, "You drain the oil. We got to change the oil. Drain the oil at your house so we don't have to mess with the oil." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing it. Tired of this bullshit." I had rebuild the damn pressure washer. It blew up on me today, so that put me behind.
Oh.
And as I'm cleaning, I'm like, "Oh, I'll drain the oil for him." God damn it. To show you how long it's been since I drained the oil, I didn't even know they got a damn Allen wrench. I had to get an Allen wrench to drain for the drain plug.
Yeah.
There used to be like a 3/4 nut down there.
Right?
Now you got a new stuff. It's an
Oh.
Allen head.
I don't even think I knew that.
I didn't either. I got down. I was like, I cheated. I didn't know what size it was, so I brought the
You brought the
Crescent
whole
wrench.
thing. Oh.
I got the Crescent wrench, and I crawled down the ground. I'm like, where's the goddamn plug at? When did they change the Allen head bolts?
Oh,
Opinion on 28 cars last night. Yeah, that's a lot for Placerville.
28 cars?
28 started.
Oh.
They start 24, and they took 4 provisionals.
And how insane is like, you guys went 31 non-stop
It can be
laps,
done.
and you
How about that?
probably only lapped like 4 cars though.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt like I lapped 20.
Everybody was going so fast. Like the leaders got to the back of the pack, and like Tyler Courtney was about to get a lap down, and then you've had this happen before where we've been watching videos like something happened to you, you had to go to the back of the pack, and you can't pass anybody when they're too wide.
Yeah.
And
They
then
were like 4 wide last
the
night.
leaders were coming up on you, like I about got lapped, and once you cleared 2 cars, like you took off and like left the leaders by like a half a lap.
There's some feng shuiing that goes on during a race.
Tyler,
and
that happened to Tyler Courtney. Like he was almost going to be like one of the first or second cars a lap down, and then all of a sudden he got by a couple guys, and the leaders couldn't pass anybody because
Yeah.
everybody was going the same speed. It was a difficult track to pass on, man. It was
I liked
tough.
it. I like last night's track.
How many tear-offs did you use?
I went through more than I thought, and I went out with 36, which that's probably, 32 more than you would have gone out with?
Right? Way
How
more.
how many would you have gone out with last night, do you think, if you were racing?
I probably would have put at least 2 sleeves of the
20?
20 on. And then, yeah.
Okay, I was at 36. I think I came in with 9 left. But the
So
thing
I
is,
would have had 15 left. then.
when you know you have a lot, you can,
You're right.
you do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rather than being like,
Thinking about it,
I gotta
okay,
save
that was
this one. I gotta
2.
save this one. But there was a few laps where I was getting just annihilated with
Yeah.
mud, and I, for some reason, kind of get a kick out of it. I don't know why. I enjoy it. Just fucking mud flying everywhere. I mean, you're flipping tear-offs, and you rip one,
This germaphobe loves mud in his
and then
face.
as soon as you rip one, you're like, all right, I can see. I can't see again. It's just fun.
It's fun.
It's different.
Yeah, I
That's
know, I
so
get
not
it.
your personality. Your personality is like,
Clean,
just cleaned it.
clean.
Oh,
and
man.
no
Mr.
germs.
3 times a day shower.
There was a lot
getting
of dirt. The So funny.
Hey, I want to ask you about like wheel packing because do you
brother,
think?
Don't get me started.
But
on that.
do you think we like wheel packing so much because we have a little bit of OCD in us as far as like tire tracks and like, you know, when you're the first one out there and you set a perfect set of tire
You were
tracks,
early
then
out
you,
to pack
yeah,
last
then
night.
you move down a little bit, like I get that one. You move down a little, I get that one. But
This is so sad
if
right
more
now.
cars come out, then it's like, oh, you didn't follow that line. Like now I gotta. You guys are moving down. We still got to pack this up
Hey,
here.
I think
Do
you
you
and
think
I,
like that.
you and I were the only ones making tire
Down.
tracks last night.
No.
Nobody else was.
10 car was, 83V was.
Yeah, Bloomfield was, yeah.
83V actually even got called out on the race here. Like, thank
so
you,
wait,
83V.
you
You're
have
the
yet
only
to-
one packing.
You have yet to mention anybody who's not a local.
Yes, right. Well, yeah. Well, the
I wondered if any of them went out.
high
'cause I
limit
looked
cars
over
don't
their
know
cars.
how to
Well, they already
pack.
got
Like, that's
here.
not what they do back east. They don't even call it wheel packing. They call it motor heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do wheel packing out here. So,
So,
they're not used to it. Don't
Last
blame them.
night, the track was pretty muddy.
Just the bottom.
Okay, so what do you do when you notice you have a problem? You address it. They didn't address it. They went,
Well-
no, we don't pack track. We're gonna bitch and moan, act like little bitches.
I disagree with you there. They did pack. We all packed it, but the bottom definitely took a lot longer to pack in than it normally does. But usually we got Scott Russell running hot laps saying, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
each group, let's do a lap or two on the bottom,
Stir
kinda
it up.
stir it up a
Yep.
little bit, then you can run wherever you want." Like the high limit guys, they don't know to do that. They don't know
Somebody
we do that.
needed to.
So
Well, you know when they did do it? For Heat 1.
right.
I was
And
in
it
Heat
was
1,
just too late,
and they're like,
yeah.
let's stir the bottom up. And I'm like, hello, we do that in hot laps and packing when it
didn't-
doesn't
But
matter.
they don't know that. Like they just got there for those first
Well, that's
time with that series.
somebody's. Mike Hess has been there at every damn Outlaw show. He knows better. I wasn't happy.
I don't think you can blame them.
I
Can
do.
you go yell at Mike Hess sometime this weekend? I want to be
You know,
watch it.
I did rip his ass last year because, again, it was a Placerville thing, and I'm one of the only ones out there. I got 12 billion pounds of mud. So when we pack track at Placerville weekly, kind of before they send us off, we all kind of gas it up and kind of shake our cars off, kind of
He does
knock.
not like
you can
that.
knock some mud off. So I did it last year, and he goes, 92. You do that one more time, you're done for the night, or something like that. You know, he was flexing.
You're gonna get one lap in
So
qualifying.
then that was when Placerville was before, I think we were before Gold Cup. I don't remember. I saw him again. I'm like, hey, dude, I wasn't being an asshole. I was trying to literally shake off the mud on my car. And I think he was like, oh, yeah, I guess I kind of see that because he actually said in our heat race, he goes, I'm going to let you guys do something I never do. And that's just wrap the throttle coming off of 4. He
Yeah.
wanted us to stir it up. So, yeah,
Yeah,
Mike don't fuck around.
Yeah, he gets on a lot of people on hot laps. Like
Which we need that.
this is wheel pack.
Yeah.
You get on it one more time, you can get one lap in qualifying.
I told you I got hit by a pin from him one year, right?
Because you were doing a shitty job scoring?
No.
Oh. Then why would you get hit by a pin?
Don threw the flag.
Oh, well,
before it
good
was
old Don
supposed to,
Dunlap.
And he slammed his clipboard down on the desk, and his pin was attached to it, and it flipped up on the in the air, hit the wall.
I think you
ceiling.
need to have DOCs like that.
You know what would have been funny?
I love him.
Yeah.
I love Mike.
If you would have said,
Maybe you
hey,
have to be named Mike.
hey, Mike, if you think it's bad that he threw the flag too soon, wait a couple years and he won't even throw the
it
checkered
all.
at all.
He was there that year, wasn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
he had to
Yeah.
been.
We're talking about when Jay won the Gold Cup here, and everybody's watching the scoreboard, and it's
And
like
we're-
38,
we're going all
39,
these laps.
and here he passes for the lead on lap 40, and there's no white. Then they just kind of keep racing. It's lap 41, 42.
Like,
the race is over.
43, they finally said, race is over. Checkered should have been out a while ago. Go ahead and go scales.
Mass confusion.
Who won?
Yeah, Jonathan won. But
Yeah.
anyways, what do we want to talk about? Anything recent, or do we
Nope.
not? Nope. Okay, forget it.
You could talk about you. You did your debrief last night.
Let's talk about. Isn't there a country song? Let's talk
Let's
about
talk
me.
about sex.
No.
Baby.
God, get your head out of the gutter.
That's the only.
Okay. So let's talk about Silver Dollar. New front stretch fence put in.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I have not seen it yet. So
I gotta
I'll
go out
have
and
to,
look at it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Really
easy on
nice.
Over.
So I don't know if you were here earlier, but they built a new fence in turn 4 for the beginning of the season. Now they've gone from the turn 4 fence all the way down to turn 1. And the old fence, the old front stretch fence, is now on the back stretch. Because the back stretch fence was pretty shaky.
Do they have the meshing on the back straightaway fence?
Well, so that was just chicken wire.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know if they took that out.
Okay.
I wouldn't call that meshing. That's giving it pretty high praise.
Well, it's something.
So
But
you think there should be chicken wire over there?
Well, I don't know.
It's
There's a
like
lot
something
of rocks.
Yeah,
that
it's
get
pretty
spit out
deadly,
in the
so-
Bad
pit
over
stands,
That's
especially with guys that like to burp
Drive
the
off the
throttle
track,
like
yeah.
under yellow, go off the track and rap, rap.
Did you say that someone yelled at, like, that Mike told you last night to stop getting on the throttle because you were having an idle issue?
not me.
Not you.
No.
I thought you said that when you
Oh,
came in.
so talking about wanting everything clean, I had spent all day today cleaning. Couldn't get my motor to lean down after packing. So we lean our motors down. We call it leaning them down. We do it with the fuel switch, and you turn the fuel almost all the way off to where the motor's just starving for fuel, and it builds
heats up
the
faster.
motor temp. Well, there's a fine line between it not doing it and killing the motor. I killed the motor
Only
last night.
rookies kill the motor.
My motor was being a bitch last night. It wouldn't idle up or nothing. But anyways, so in a big panic now, we have no temperature in our motor. We're like, we gotta go push off again. We get stuck right behind the water truck, and mud and shit's flying. And I'm waving Brian on. I'm like, come on, let's get past the water truck. So we don't want to follow him all the way to push off.
Yeah.
He goes, you're blasting me. I can't go any faster. The quad was just covered in freaking mud. So that was another project today.
Fun.
Placerville's hard on stuff. You don't come
And that
home-
red clay
Oh.
just like melts on everything and just stains. Like, yummy.
So
Yummy,
the
yummy.
truck and trailer, I washed the truck and trailer, black and dust go hand in hand, and it came out pretty clean, except there's a ring on the hood from somebody setting a water bottle or soda on the hood. And I know who was up at the front of the truck a couple times last night.
What, one of your crew guys peeing or something?
No,
Is that-
it
oh.
wasn't a crew
It
guy.
was PJ. He was up there
Oh,
peeing.
you're saying it's
PJ.
PJ?
I caught him up there peeing.
Did he have a water bottle?
He had a
No,
beer.
he had a beer.
Well, I think it wasn't PJ, but PJ, if you're watching and you sat your drink on my truck, now I have a red ring on my hood of
Well, I
my
hope he
Ford.
did.
All I
Don't
know
you need two
is-
hands to pee?
I had
2 hands?
No.
Goddamn, how big you think his wiener
I
is?
had my soda in one
Good
of
for you, PJ.
these.
Are we giving these away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check that out.
So my soda
You guys got
was-
all bunch of
You guys
swag.
have like a novelty shop, but it's all free.
They got yo-yos.
Yes, so if you want to
Koozies.
come to my pit area,
What
we
else?
do have thunder sticks.
Thunder sticks.
that light up.
These, yeah, the glow in the dark
They go
thunder
to
sticks
King's
and
game.
yo-yos. Yeah, PHR Paul, he likes cool shit.
He likes
I
fun
requested
stuff.
foam fingers.
I know, we need to
That's
get the
coming
foam.
next.
Are we getting foam fingers?
I don't know. So he was going to sponsor a hole. Did he end up doing that for the golf tournament?
I don't know.
No one Paulie sponsored all 18.
So when you sponsor a hole or something, though, you get to pick something to do at that hole, like.
I think
something?
he's got the front of the trailers. There's a lot of boxes, and I think one box was for the golf tournament.
I told him, I said, get foam fingers, and it's like you have to drive with the foam fingers on or something.
Have I ever told you about the time I paid the toll booth attendant with a foam finger?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
She was not a fan.
No, so we went to a San Jose Spartans
Back before you just drove through and
fundraiser
got a bill later.
when Kalen was going to San Jose,
destroyed
and
the
my
trailer
thing was
door.
I won a foam finger. So we're coming home from San Jose. We got to go through the Benicia Bridge to pay our toll. And man, I've always wanted a foam finger. And I mean, I'm like 37 years old, or I don't know how old I was when I got my first foam finger. I'm driving down the road. I got my foam finger on. I paid the lady with my foam finger. No, she wasn't very happy with me. Man, she yanked that money out of my foam finger and she like hit it back in the car. Oh, she didn't. That was too funny. I thought it was hilarious, but anyways, have we yacked enough for night one? Pre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody's driving home tonight
Oh,
or anything.
people are.
We don't
Peanut
need
gallery
to-
showed up.
Peanut galleries here.
Careful.
We're here for the live damn video.
Live damn video.
Oh man, we don't have enough room for all these clowns. We'll be outside later.
This is like a vampire. Or is it? Who is it? Like vampire?
Man.
Oh, is it too cold out here?
Yes.
Yeah, we were
that
just talking
Bobby?
about that.
There's bugs.
Oh no! Hey, we were just
I saw you on the
Is there too
forklift
many
today.
mosquitoes?
Yes,
shut the door.
Oh,
we were talking about your new fence. Good job.
which fence?
Your new front stretch fence.
Or the back stretch?
Both.
That's a used one on. That was a
Yeah,
used
but
deal
it's
on the
way
back.
better than what we had.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that was good.
A lot
Okay.
of work, huh?
Huh?
We're going go-kart racing tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Look at that.
What are you doing?
You want to come go-kart
No,
racing?
I'm not. You know what? Actually, I don't. I thought about cycling on my way by there, and
Did the
there's just
mosquitoes get you?
no. I
Oh.
just the
The
only
Dead
reason
Dead cow plant?
the only reason I went to Cycleland was for Lowell. That was to hang out with Lowell and just be there
You
with
can
Lowell.
still go in his memory.
I know, but I honestly did think that on my way here. I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever go back to Cycleland again. It's just without Lowell there, it's
Becky will
not
be
the
there?
same.
Becky goes.
Will she?
Becky,
Yeah.
Mark Cooper will be there.
I did think about Cooper. I'm like, wow, Cooper's still there. I don't know. There was just something about
I'll be
Lowell.
there.
I don't
I'm
care
playing
about
your
you. I
friend.
fucking see you all
Come
the
be my
time.
friend, Andy.
I can't give you advice at Cycleland. I don't know anything about that place other than just
Give
run
me-
over somebody.
Give me your famous advice that when I go to Tulare. Just grit your teeth.
Grit your teeth and just hold on for 2 laps. Let's qualify
Yeah,
good.
rip the top.
I thought you were racing Placerville.
Well, it was on the schedule, yeah.
Oh.
And what happened?
Just had some
Schedule changed.
Yeah, schedule change. Yeah, there you go.
That
Yeah.
stuff happens.
Are you racing at all here?
Supposed to.
Supposed
It's on the schedule?
It's on the schedule. So
Gotta love
In-
those
we'll see.
schedules.
Friday, Saturday.
The 5?
Yep.
Friday, Saturday.
Yep.
You better show up to the glow party.
Hey, who's
I will
DOC
also
Wednesday? Are we going to let Mike
Brad.
guess? Oh, no!
Brad is?
Yeah, he was just talking about it. Yeah.
Oh no.
So he wants to run the show.
He's fired up. First guy to knock it out of gear on the
Oh.
start or anything, done for the weekend.
Oh,
Well, that's not quite as good as my idea. You know my idea.
the
No.
bazooka.
Bazooka.
The surplus bazooka. I mean, you blow one car off the track, nobody will ever do it again.
That was that too. Yeah, he said that too. Yeah, first time somebody touches, yeah,
No.
God.
But yeah,
to the trailer.
there was a couple yellows last night at Placerville that probably didn't need to happen.
A
Just
couple yellows, didn't they do like 31 laps?
no,
straight?
in the heat races.
Oh.
But you know what? You know what
He
though?
just talked about how tired he was. 'Cause
No,
he
I
went
wasn't
31
tired.
laps.
No way. No, I did say that's.
40 Teros or
I went out with 36, came in with 9.
Are you a tarot guy? Do you use a lot?
no, because I'm too cheap to buy the post.
Sean, you and Sean.
So I got the street bike post on there. They'd only hold
Stop it.
like 24, right?
Oh my
Uh-uh.
god.
That's the most I can get on. Yeah. The right helmet, you know, the plastic ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't put too many on.
Yeah,
that.
they're like
You-
maybe get 24
Yeah.
on there and you're done.
What's wrong with? Do you guys not like seeing?
Well, I go through so many shields. It's just too much to buy the post every time or switch the post over. You
Switch
gotta drill them
just
out.
take the post off.
You gotta drill them out and all that.
This guy's got way too many things to do
Yeah.
on his plate. Like, that's just one thing. He shows up at the track. Oh, I should have done that. Darn it. Oh well.
Oh well.
I'll just.
Oh yeah, no gloves tonight. Oh, that
Oh.
sucks. Or no head sock. Or yeah, I'm that guy.
Do you not just have everything in one bag? I mean, what's the deal?
No, I struggle. No, remember I
He's
go with
got
like a little
so
backpack
many-
and a helmet bag.
Yeah. He's just got so much stuff to do. Too many things on your mind.
But I don't forget my shit at softball.
I know he's there.
Yeah,
he's ready to play.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I got everything.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, was that a dig at you? Do you forget stuff or
No.
that?
I did look
no,
at you.
Shark
I
does
did good.
How is softball team doing? Are we
No,
undefeated?
we're completely just licking our wounds right now.
We just like destroyed our
Everybody.
league all season long, and then playoffs come, and then we just had a
Playoffs?
Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs.
So we were the number 1 seed. We play the number 4 seed, and then 2 and 3 play, and then you play the championship. So we're number 1. We play the number 4 seed. We beat the team by like 15 or 20 both times we played them in season, and they beat us 10-7.
You guys went in there all cocky and arrogant, huh?
I don't
Probably
think
were
so.
drinking
We didn't
before the
act that way.
game.
I think so.
What happens is though the they when it comes to playoffs, these guys show up with the hot shoes.
Yeah, all of a sudden
I thought
there's
you were
guys
allowed
like,
to
I
do that.
haven't
I
seen
thought
this
you
guy
had
all
to have, like-
season.
They
All
bring
you
in
have to do
ringers?
is write
Kinda.
their
Wow.
name on the roster.
At the beginning of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark McGuire,
Well,
Sammy
that's
Socha,
Because didn't you show
Why
up
is
to-
Barry
They do.
Bonds. Oh, Barry
Yeah.
Bonds is on this
Yeah,
team.
we need some.
Yeah,
Because
I
before you were on the team, you showed up to sub.
yeah,
and
I
they
was just a
wouldn't let
sub guy, and then They were in the playoffs one season, and they're all, Sean, we need you. I'm like, no problem. But I wasn't on the roster, so I was just
Yeah,
watching.
you have to show your ID.
I was just watching them lose a
Well,
playoff
Sean,
game.
you ought to give them Kaylin and Jack's number.
I know.
I'm a professional softball.
Professional softball.
We played with your
players.
buddy Jeremy.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I don't bring any ringers, but I just bring good guys.
Do you guys both race Wednesday?
Yeah.
Are
Are you racing Wednesday?
No.
Yeah.
Truck prep guy on Wednesday.
Extra water.
What?
We want it just like last night. Or, yeah, last night.
No.
No.
Your hat's on.
Nobody
today.
wants it.
No.
Nobody wants it. That
No.
way.
Nobody wants it.
I do. So that doesn't mean nobody.
Okay. 98% of the field.
You know, Andy.
How many cars on Wednesday?
Too many.
Is it gonna be? Would it get to 70s?
No.
What?
Nah, I don't think
60s?
We guessed 45.
Really?
You had 45.
Just
cars
because it's on
last
a
night.
Wednesday?
They had 45.
There's
cars
360s.
360. It's gonna.
I have this
assumed
theory
it's gonna be a
that
ton.
if Chico schedules a 360 race, you're going to get 60 cars.
last night.
So we'll see.
You're thinking 40s something.
45 maybe.
What was
50.
your last 360 show?
The Tyler
SCCT?
Wolf. Yeah,
What was
Speed
there,
Week.
40?
Speed Week race.
There was like 44, maybe?
Hmm.
Maybe the-
was NARC racing
Is there
somewhere
another
else then?
division?
Yeah, do we have a
Just
support
one
class?
division?
No support.
No support
Oh, yeah.
all weekend, right?
All week, yeah.
What? You don't even bring like dwarf cars in on Saturday?
You know the
Wow.
time we could have been washing your car last night if there were no dwarf cars?
Did their race take a while last night?
I don't know.
No.
There was an extra class.
If
Oh.
we had a support, it would be Thursday or Friday when there's only half the field, not Saturday.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well, good. Gold Cup's back to what everybody wanted. Split up fields and no support classes.
I mean, over.
Better
early.
get your ass out here and watch.
That.
Hey, when
Oh,
you were a
jinx.
kid, did you come to Gold Cup a lot?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I spent so much time racing scooters under the cover over there that I don't
Yeah.
think I watched many races.
Right. Mhm.
That was a big thing back, like when I was younger, was everybody had bikes. And then we've converted to golf carts.
Now
What's-
scooters and electric bikes.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, the e-bikes wake me out. Like, I see all these kids on bikes, but they're not pedaling. I'm like, what are they driving?
If you didn't have a
They're
mountain
zipping
bike
around.
here in the mid 90s, yeah, you were nothing. You had to have a mountain bike.
We would do the trash cans and then we would WD-40 the very bottom so it was slick and then so you'd have to run above the WD-40. But if you could pass somebody, you could slide them through the WD-40.
Hell yeah.
On a scooter?
On your
On a
bikes.
razor. Yeah,
Oh, on a
razor
razor.
scooter.
How do you slide job somebody on a seat? That's how they all know.
He
how to-
doesn't even know how to slide job somebody on a racetrack.
Yeah, I mean these guys are doing it on
Can't do
scooters.
it. Yeah, you can't do it on a scooter.
Okay,
Hurts.
All right.
it's 11 o'clock on a Sunday night.
Good job staying hydrated. Got your water there?
Yep.
Good job. Way to go, Colby.
Kirkland. Yours is empty?
You look at that. You need a koozie? You'd be the...
Be the talk
you
of
go.
the town with that koozie.
Now I don't want to see that in the trash down there. A couple kids threw their thunder sticks right in the trash, right by my
How does
trailer.
it go on?
It's like a. You know how to put a condom on?
Well, it fits on the bottom, but it don't go on top.
That's kind of hot, I guess.
Okay,
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Ah,
Gets swelled up around
that's
the
it.
top of
Man, you guys got your mind in the gutter.
it. Who does?
All four of you.
I'm just trying to put the
It's the
koozie on.
day of the day of what is Sunday? The Sabbath? The day of
That's
church?
Saturday.
It's the day of rest.
Well,
Yeah.
It's God's day.
yeah, and you guys talking about condoms.
Yeah. Safety first.
Oh, wait.
You got it. Look
Not
at
last
you.
night.
Nah.
There you go.
Look at that.
Good job, Colby.
His hand will be
All right.
warm as he drinks his water.
Okay, so
Thanks, stop by, Colby.
that's it for tonight. We don't have nothing really to talk about. Oh, actually, I was going to talk about
This
Placerville.
golf cart's on fire right here.
On fire.
Oh, Candace has a
Oh,
candle
Jesus.
going. I was like, shit.
Freaking mosquitoes are driving me crazy.
Hi, Colby.
I already bitched that those guys want to pack tracks. I ain't talking about no more.
Good. Let's go 9-9.
Okay.
Okay.
You got to get your ass up and turn this thing off. We're not allowed to touch your
Alright, guys.
stuff.
Tomorrow, pre-show.
Just the pre. Oh, wait. You're racing Cycleland tomorrow, though, right?
Yeah, but I'll be at Cyclone, but we'll get done at some point. And
Is
I'll
that a
come
2-day
here.
show?
Yes, but it's just 2 separate shows.
Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? I don't have to drive home tonight. That's like a new
we'll
thing
see.
for
Darn.
Gold
Tonight,
Cup.
yeah, you're not driving home tonight.
We
Probably
like-
will have to drive home tomorrow.
Sean always got excited when you left. He's a completely different guy when you're not around. Fun and happy.
Fun.
Turn it off.